Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is really lovely to have you here, and it is a beautiful sunny morning here in the UK, in Lincolnshire in the UK. It is, yeah, there's a little bit of breeze, but it's beautiful and sunny. It's definitely t-shirt weather, if that's if that's any indication to you. So the Bluebell Woods last video on the altered book with the kit, which is a collaboration between Tania at Tatty and Nani at CollageType. If you haven't seen the rest of them, I am about to, when I filmed this, put them into a playlist, so you know you'll be able to go back and watch the book evolve if you want to see, you know, the altered book take place. So yeah, last video I was going to finish it in March. It was a March long project, but I only did it one day a week, so I think that was 5 days in March, wasn't it? And I've used two days in April with this one, but that's not bad, is it? Because I don't think they've been hour long. I'm pretty sure they haven't been hour long videos, just because when you're working on an altered book, I find you have to let parts of it dry before you can move on too much. So there will be a flip through after this of it. So yeah, I know to start with we've got a couple of journal cards that need backing, and then I think we are just embellishing. And I know it's these two in the front, so let's get straight on, shall we? Now the other journal cards, the big ones in there, I've backed. Oh, I think there might be 3 now, come to think about it. Didn't I find one further on, or is it that we didn't make one for it at all? I just remember now we've backed those 2 in Ledger. I know we have. Yeah, I'm not going to back the ones that have just got the cream card behind them. Wasn't that one, was it? No, I'm sure there was one. Yeah, I'm just going to distress the ones ink, really. Was it that one? Yeah, I might just ink that one as well, and just keep the bulk down, you know, a little bit. And I know we need some pull tabs and things on some of them, a couple of them. No, it wasn't that. Oh, maybe not then. Maybe it's just those 2. Have you stuck? Oh, I remembered. I didn't remember. I forgot that I just put a label in the back of there. Well, not just, but an hour or so ago. I should have put some paper in it, hadn't I? Yeah, they're the only ones I'll find. We'll see when we go through if there's some more. So yeah, because that had vintage, the other 2 had the vintage journal ledger page, I thought I'd use some more vintage book page. This is from that typed book that I've got, but it's got a blank page this side, so I was thinking some of that would be nice, not with the frilly bit, but we will utilise that frilly bit in another project. You know we will, don't you? Yeah, I will have me. I was going to do it with a tear ruler, but I've got 2 nice edges, so if I simply getting it straight is what I need to do, ish. I mean, it'll never be completely straight, but I just simply do that. I should have 2 fairly straight edges, and I want to be below there, so about there. Yeah, that's a lovely piece. That's going to be something in one of my grungy jungles. I always do that, don't I? A new dobber. Yes, a new dobber on my brown. Oh, look at that. I didn't think it would be very full, but it is. Yeah, grungy. Big grungy journal. It's so hard. Coming up soon. I've still got lots of things in the pipeline. I might have to make a couple up off camera and just embellish them with you. Yeah, what shall I put that down with? I'm going to glue stick it, I think, because I just think it'll be smoother sailing. And yeah, just hope it's not. Don't glue that side, Denise. Although I ought to minded that. I mean, that is okay for journaling on. It's very interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I hope it doesn't come off, but I suppose if the worst comes to the worst and it does start to come up, you know, it wouldn't be a big job to just pop a bit of glue under it and stick it back down. What I'm thinking is it's not a, you know, like an integral piece of the journal, that if it comes apart would be, you know, nigh on impossible to fix now. I sell my journals, so I don't really want them coming apart for people. Must be very annoying. Oh, that glue. I don't like the smell of that glue, I've decided, either. It's very, like, fishy. Have I said that to you before? I feel like I have. That's not very straight, is it? Definitely not. I'm going to glue it again because the paper is soaking it up. And we'll try and get it on a bit straighter. Oops, the lid's off there. Well, it's having double glue, so it should... it's nice strong paper anyway, she says. It's a good job because I'm having to press hard on this glue. Right, Denise, let's try and... I'm going to blame the fact that it curled up on me, that I couldn't get it on straight. I just want it to, with it having that tab running along the top, I want it to look straight-ish. So I think that's better. I think. It's lovely paper, don't you just love vintage book paper? There's nothing like it. You know, the colour. I mean, it's nice paper as well, but I mean, don't you just like the colour? And yeah, these tabs and the other two tabs all want something on them. Now I've got some material and some lace and bits and pieces here, so we'll do the other one of these and then we'll have a look at that, because which side do I want? I probably want it over both, don't I? So it's showing front and back. Yeah, it's a bit strange feeling that. not making any bits, look, from my dobber. Did I get it all on there? I think I did. Okay, let's do the other one then, and then we can have a look at some. Oops. So this one is the other way on. What can we have a look at? Some finish it, Denise. Some covers for the tabs. So what have I got to tell you today? Thank you very much about all the comments about Simba being held hostage in the garden by the black cat. Now, I'm not sure whether he was or not. It's very difficult to read because we've had the same situation a few times now. I go out there. He's definitely, what's the word? Out of his comfort zone, but he's not terrified hiding in the house. And the black cat was there again, so twice now I've gone out and they've been not quite nose to nose but pretty close to each other, but I can't really tell what's been going on. There is no shouting and swearing and hissing and spitting, you know, like you normally get when you get like two cats together. I know that because we've had cats before, and yeah, they do swear quite well. And actually after we brought him in the other day, there was a lot of cat swearing noise out there, so whether that black cat came across another cat out there and they had a bit of a to-do, I don't know. But Simba's ears went back as if to say, what's that? I don't like that. So I don't know if they're making friends or if the black cat is just sussing him out. But he's got the cat has a very evil look on his face, is all I can say, the black one. He's definitely not scared of me, so he doesn't run off when I go out, which I'd quite like him to do. Just looks at me like, what do you want? Yeah, so I don't really know what's going on out there now. Sometimes he'll come in and just sit, not the black cat, Simba, and sit inside the back door and he won't let me shut it. And he just wants to look out, and he's kind of, you know, not best happy. So I don't know if that's because of the black cat. I don't think I've put that on. I have put it on a bit wonky. Again, I just like doing it twice, really. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on out there. But this morning, tales of Simba, you see, I could talk to you forever about the cat. Oops. Yeah, I don't want to stick again. Neil's gone fishing this morning, and he has to have the big double gates open at the side while he absolutely fills the car, and I mean fills it, puts the back seats down and fills the back with fishing gear. Goodness knows what and why, but yeah, it's his happy place. So I suppose he says the same thing about me with the room, this craft room and the greenhouse. What she fills it with, I don't know. So yeah, he absolutely fills the car. when he goes fishing. And yeah, Simba's very interested in going through the double gates. He's been through them a couple of times. So yeah, off he went, and seriously went. Couldn't find him anywhere, so I had to shut him out because I couldn't wait any longer. Yeah, and he'd been gone about an hour, I think. And he came back in when a delivery man brought me a parcel and knocked at the door, and I didn't hear him. And he came through the back gates, which we normally have locked, but I didn't lock them because Simba was out there, and I knew I'd be going to look for him. Yeah, so the delivery man came in. I frightened him to death, he frightened me to death, because he was just putting my parcel in the shed, which Neil had also left open. He said, "Oh, I knocked." Well, I didn't, I didn't hear him, but the dishwasher was going and washing machine was going, and so yeah, we frightened each other. But yeah, 30 seconds after he went, the cat appeared. So I'm assuming he came in the double gates with the delivery man, because I don't think he knows his way around yet. Okay, lovely. Let's choose some fabric and see if we like fabric. Yeah, so he walked in. Oh, that's my glue stick on the floor. Hang on, I've got it. He walked in the kitchen, flopped down on the kitchen floor, which we've got like vinyl cushion floor, whatever you call it. And he normally doesn't like to sit on it. He normally sits on the mat at the back door because, he's pampered. Yeah, came and laid down on that and just laid there looking at me. So I thought, oh, is he all right? So I went over and had a look, had a poke of his legs and things, and he was looking at me like, don't be touching things you can't afford. Anyway, he seemed all right. And he did get up and walk towards me. I'm trying not to make this too pretty, that's it. The cut. Yeah, and he seemed all right, but then he just flopped back down again. So I think he's just been a long way and worn himself out. He thought, oh, it's pretty on there, isn't it? So I'm wondering, do I want a piece of that both sides and then kind of glue it together at the back? I think I will, because I can hang a dangle or something off it. And no, this one's the side, so no dangle off this one. We'll have it close to fabric tack. Because of the tie, it'll be right where the tie is, but the top one we can have a dangle off. I don't know what off, but oh, I've got some lovely acorns that I lost. I put away that came in Happy Mail. I think they're acorns, beautiful copper acorns, from Jodie, I think. Yeah, and yeah, I found them the other day. I've not got them out on my desk, so I won't be putting it on now, but you'll see it on the flip through if that's what I go for. Oh, pressed it too hard. So yeah, a bit of fluff hanging over the edge will be fine. So I'll put a bit of the same on the back. I just can't to make it too big because it's so hard to rip. I can always rip another piece if I do it too small. I want that frilly bit over. Let's have a bigger bit then. Right, let me just cut a few pieces because we're getting wider, so it might be that I want a wider piece. That's better. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Right, I've got a bit of glue paper so I can do some of those edges. So yeah, he is now, Simba is now downstairs fast asleep, and I mean fast asleep. He managed to get to his bowl and eat. So yeah, he's definitely living his good life. And like I say, it's nice weather and Neil's fishing, so everybody's happy. And Denise is in her craft room playing. I'm wondering if I'd like some lace as well on the top of that, if we're going to go for it. I didn't realise that had a bit of blue. It's got a bit of blue in it. Where do I want it? Actually on the... Yeah, I'm just starting to play, so hope it's enjoyable to watch. Me just playing with my scraps of paper. But this is what I do when I embellish. I just get things out and play with them. I don't have a plan or an idea or know what I'm going to do. I know some people like to see that. I'd like to do it for you, but it's just not me. I just grab and stick when I'm embellishing. I don't like the squareness of that. Use my little scissors because they're a bit sharper. I don't generally like to. I just want it a bit raggedy. See if I can cut into it a bit. Like a hairdresser. Snip, 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 snip. I often thought I'd like to be a hairdresser when I was young. Just because, yeah, I just like the idea of snip, 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 snip. I suppose it's part of the cutting thing. That's it. Make it a bit raggedy on the end. I would not like to stand on my feet and mess with people's hair and them. No, I wouldn't really like to be a hairdresser, not now. But I did like the idea of the snip, snip, snip when I was younger. Okay, I'm getting bent. Why are you bending? So what, we want more. We're not done yet. We're going to town on this one, aren't we? So we've got bling. I know it's not really a blingy kind of journal. I don't like that on there. I'm really overdoing the front, aren't I? It's just going to be one piece that's really, really overdone. And then, yeah, the back is very bare, I know. We need something on there. Okay, we've got to have a little bit of bling. Ode to me. That should just go inside the envelope, I think. Fine. What do we want on here? I'm thinking maybe something from the kit. So let's have a look at all these little. Oh, do you know what? I had a thought. Maybe in the back of there. Yeah, those lovely big square pieces. Oh, butterfly. Different blue, isn't he? Look at that. Morning has broken. That's nearly the same blue. Definitely like that one. And oh, shall we have a butterfly? I've brought the drawer of butterflies out somewhere here. Oh, look. I see a blue vellum one curling up there. Oh, I think that might be. Yeah, don't keep looking. If you found the one you want, I'll probably want that loads of times now I've seen it. Right, where do we want it? Over the tab, over that. Kind of there. Don't usually put it in the middle, do I? So middle would be a good place. Middle and straight. Very unlike me. And down a bit so I can get that butterfly on. Okay, time for our glitter. Where's your lid? I don't mind you on your side, but you need your lid on. So yeah, I could probably sit and do this for 2 hours. I know I said this is going to be the last video, and it is. It definitely is. It needs to move on to a home so that I can move on to another one. So much I want to do. There we go. Are you low enough? Probably not. Didn't even check if I was in frame or anything this morning. Just turned it on and went. I hope you can see well enough. Oh, that'll be nice if it goes over the edge of that as well, won't it? So, right, I'm going to put it on without glitter. It may well wrinkle, but that will just make it look like a real butterfly, I guess, because they're not flat. The butterflies are not flat, are they? Let's give it a 3D effect or a 2D effect. What? Yeah, 2D. No, 3D. Oh, I'm not very good at that kind of thing. I don't know why, but I'm feeling I want something down here as well. I know we're very full on, aren't we? Right, I think what I want is a stamp of one of those edging stamps. They're definitely not here, they're right across the other side of the room. So yeah, and if I can do it in one of my blue colours across there, it'll give it a nice border. So you'll see that in the flip through. Okay, there's one that's taken me a long time, hasn't it? Okay, what shall we have on this one? I'm loving this. I mean, I've got some nice green lace, but I'm loving this net. And it's kind of a what's the, it's a forest, isn't it? And this reminds me a bit camouflagey. So it could kind of go down onto there. Now, do I want something under it? It kind of brings the craft card into the... Don't know that I do. Man, I said I could have this one fluffy, didn't I? Because it's hanging out the top. But that doesn't mean I have to. Right, that's quite nice, that nettingy bit there. No, I like it without. Now the other thing is, I could have a leaf. Leaf? I've got one or two faux leaves here. Been tidying out, that's how I knew they were there. Or I've got that leaf, oh, we don't want a rose. We've got that leaf trim as well, haven't we? So let's have a look. These are quite nice though, they look like they've come from the... Oh, that's the bit of wire. Will it come off without ripping? It will. Super. Let me put that in the bin because I don't want that in my vacuum cleaner. Whoops. Where did it go? I just saw a darker one here which I thought might complement it. So I got these in a... Are you ripping? No, you're coming off, lovely. A bag of lace with one of my car boot hauls, I think. Just want them random. Or do I? I'm just seeing at the minute. I love that gold one. And what was that like? Let's have a look at the back then. Yeah, maybe the back does want some lace because it's fairly plain, isn't it? Nice big chunk going down into that. Right, let's have a look what we've got pattern wise. Oops. So that's where the pattern starts. I'm just thinking I'd like something uniform. That's the word I'm thinking of. Uniform. Okay, so I've got a full pattern there. See that lovely rusty bit on the bottom? I'm going to cut that off, I think. I'm going to cut round that flower. That's what I'm going to do. And again, that rusty piece of lace at the bottom will be lovely in one of my grungy cluster thingies. it's not going to be thrown away. Do I like that bit up? Do the whole thing? No. Let's just leave it and see. Sorry. You see, this is why I think sometimes these are not interesting videos to see, because I'm in a lot. No. And then I do that. I decide it's not what I want. I definitely liked that. So I'm wondering about some paper on here, maybe some of this. Yeah, that one. I'm just going to rip round it if I can. I might decide when I've done all this that I want a smaller tree, but I might not. I'm just pre-warning you in case I have to cut some more. Or tear some more. Okay. So far I quite like it. Let's get some ink on that bit. Yeah, quite like that on there. Don't want anything behind it. Don't think I do. So I'm like, yeah, let's put him down, otherwise I'm never going to make a decision. Oh dear. No pin in art glitter. Oops. We're all right because we're so full. We're still pretty full. Yep, so that right up onto there. So again, we're not hiding the craft card as such. Oh, don't waft your leaves about. Yeah, those leaves are too big for that. But I would like a couple of these leaves on here. And I'm wondering if to just, yeah, if I can get one more. Isn't that pretty? It's not for this project, but a nice leaf. Oh, what about some of this? No, one more leaf. Oh, there's another one of those. Lovely. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to lost my glue again. It still hasn't got his lid on. I'll just glue all of that. And then it's hard to know which way round that goes. Well, it hasn't left a mark anyway, that the iron bar that was on it. I've left a mark with my glue on my finger. Yeah, I don't know what they've taken. They've obviously come off some kind of a vintagey item, these leaves and flowers. Oh, you're not at the angle I wanted you at now. Can you go sideways on a bit? Yeah, I think you can. Let's just stick it down. I think there's enough glue. Very sideways on, aren't we? You're not stuck on there. You're going to be pulled, so you need to be well stuck. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Different. Okay, so what do we want on here? What do I want at the bottom? I'm thinking some of those rocks or a wall or whatever. I know it's journal. I know it's journaling space, but where are they? Oh, they're in the really big one, aren't they? Because they were really long at one point. Yeah, those are too big, but these little tiny. I've made a little bridge, look. Can you see? That's just by cutting bits of it out to use. Just put that back, so it's probably glaring on you, and I quite like that bridge. I'm quite impressed. Doesn't take much, does it? But yeah, I just want, please stand up. I just want a few little stones at the bottom, little pile of stones. Maybe I can turn those the other way up. So it looks like somebody's been building something just in the corner. Just one too many on there. Defying gravity, that's better. Yep. Yeah, I think so. And I think it might need a tiny bit of flower or greenery at the bottom, and then there's still plenty of room to write. Yep, a little brick wall. So florals. There's some. I know I've got another one. There it is. I think I said last time I need to print these tiny. I didn't print them tiny. Should have put it behind that growing up. Have it, so a piece of it on there like that. Just rip it rather than, don't want it too uniform. Yeah, that's it. Right on the edge. Yes, right on the edge. Okay. And I'm going to distress the edges again just because I did round that tree. Oh, and my thumb for good measure. Okay, are we thinking we need a word on here of some sort? Yeah, I like that. 3 things. I'm wondering if move back because you're shiny. A word. There they are. Just a little one. to the woods. Oh, did you in my elbow then on there? Breathe. Might go on there if I make it smaller, which I can't because there's a little bit of spare both sides. Angle. You know, I like an angle. Yep, I'm thinking angle. Breathe. Like those. Okay, so we'll just give those a minute or 5 to dry, and we'll put them back in. Let me just corral those words, otherwise they'll be everywhere. And then when I want another one, I know they came out of another little bag, but for now they're all right in there. Streams ahead. How long have I been? Oh goodness me, half an hour, and all I've done is back 2 journal cards. But never mind, we're not rushing today, we're enjoying what we're doing, and what doesn't get done will get done. Right, so we're just embellishing, aren't we? I had a little think about this one as well. Okay, I'm looking for a park bench. Oh, my last one, look. I'm thinking, because I did one a bit smaller, I'm thinking, is that the only one? I think it is. How big are you? Oh no, you both fit. Oh look, it says picnic area to the right, so if we have a bench here, that's where your picnic area is. Which do we like? Do we like the I don't. I quite like that one, and it does fit. Oops, my stones are still out, and my flowers. Yeah, and maybe a little, no, maybe not a little bird because we've got one there. Just a bench, I think, will be enough. Yeah. Oh, what about a little animal? Yes, let's have a look at a little animal. I don't know what I'm doing. No rhyme or reason of how I put that glue on there, just wiggledy-piggledy. Should have probably tried my animal first, although that's only going to fit mainly in one place, so let's see if we've got a tiny animal that will go on there. Did you see them? They must be there somewhere. There they are. We've got rabbit. I know there's a lot of bunny lovers out there, but oh, wasn't I going to put him on the front page? I'm sure I was. Let's leave him out. Okay, these are on. Oh, I've got me lovely. He's too big for it. Beautiful owl, we'll leave him out, so the birds are a little bit big. I've got tiny rabbit, I've got tiny butterfly. Oh dear, somebody's bent his legs back on him. Yep, it's definitely too big. To be fair, the rabbit's pretty big too, isn't it? You do get some big bunny rabbits though. So I've got here a teeny, where did you come from? Teeny tiny butterfly. And I've got another one here, and I'm wondering if one would sit on the, let's just pick them out because there's more. Come on, come out. They're stuck with the electricity, static. Yes, I'm wondering if one would like to be on that rock. I know he shows up better, but I quite like the blue one. Yeah, just the one, save that one. Just the one on each page. Animals over there. I'm not going to ink them because there will be more ink on me than the actual butterfly. That's it, you have a little rest on the picnic area. And which way do you want to go? Maybe you should go the other way on the stone. go. Yeah, you have to look hard to see him, but he's there. Oh, you are only single. Stop bending up. Don't be naughty. Maybe if we put something on the back there, it may or may not make a difference, but I feel like we should. What did I do with all those little... Did I put them away again? Oh, maybe one of those, yeah. Because I love these shapes on here. So these are from Nanine's side of the kit. Yep, you don't even need to look any further than that. Oh, is it not quite cut out? Don't know why I didn't cut them all out properly. There must have been a reason at the time. And I'm assuming the reason was time. Because I quite like fussy cutting, as you know, so if I'd have had the time I would have done it fully. Well, either fussy cutting or time or sitting too long, because that's another thing that stops me doing the crafting. Those two things, that's all. Didn't quite get around that edge, look. Yes, I like that. Just a bit of interest for your eye, as well as making it a bit thicker up the top. Oops, I'm in the middle. As near. I've just got hair tickling my face. Oh, that was annoying. Very annoying. Yeah, not quite in the middle, but when am I ever? Yeah, spring. Did we want something on that? Oh, we put something on that. Look, beautiful bunny. Oh, so we've got a bunny. We've got a bunny and a butterfly. Okay, I don't know why I morphed to the back, but I did. This envelope needs something on it, but it needs glue enclosed. Why didn't I glue it closed? Was I going to take a divot out of it? I don't know. Let's see. It's not been very happy just recently, this, so how big is the flap? Yeah, look, not happy. Let me try not to blind you while I'm in the middle now. Oh yeah, it's well hidden. Just enough to get your finger in to grab whatever's going to be put in it. How far up do you go? Not very far. Yep, that's about right. Lovely. So we're going to have it that way. What shall we have on the outside? Now those are lovely green labels. They are not from the kit, and there are lovely green labels with the kit, but I've put a lot in. Shady Forest, Welcome to the Woods. So I've got tickets and these. Yeah, I think I'm liking one of those big green ones, kind of that way up. So I've got one with a similar colour background. Just thinking what it would look like when we took it out. Yeah, it'd be okay. I know it's the other way up. Is there anything else that's really grabbing me? All of them. I love them all, so let's just use the one that I took out first. Do I want to make it lozengey? Yes, a little bit. Just nip the very corners. Oh, it sounds like the wind's getting up a little bit out there. A little bit bigger than the other side for some reason. Obviously so. That's the right way up, that's what I was looking at. I don't think so. No, I think it's just marks. Nothing, no letters or words or numbers. That's it. Just so that when it's in the pocket, it can have a title that's on show should you want it to. Yeah, I like that. That's lovely. And then on the back, so we'll have it turned the proper way, the envelope way for the back. Oh, this lovely mess on my desk. Oh, shall we have an owl on here? Just saw him and thought, owl. No, not those. I don't want to. He's going in the front. Yeah, I wasn't thinking owl. I was thinking a little cluster, but actually, if we put him on a label, where are Tania's green labels? Not there. Oh, were they on the back? No, they weren't on the back of that. They're on the back of that one. So with the kit from Tania's side, there are all the green labels. All the beautiful pastel ones I've been using are from. I haven't used a really dark green one. On the inside of the kit. You can just sit, that's what I thought, just a plain label with him sitting on it, and again you could put a word on it if you wanted. You know, so some of these bits and pieces, and well, some of the bits and pieces that are left I always put in the pockets. Not all of them, but does it look alright sat on there? It needs to be sat quite high up on it, I think, so it needs to be quite low down there. Yep, just okay. Made to be. Made to measure. Let me see what I'm doing. I brought you in a little bit, didn't I? So I'm hoping you're getting a good view. The only thing is my hands might be in the way more times than not. So yeah, make sure we get his head on the envelope because it needs to open without making him fly off. I love the way he's looking backwards. Because they can turn the necks really well, can't they, owls? Yep, and I'm thinking in there I will just put a piece of the kit paper that's left, and I don't know which one yet. I'll decide, so that whoever's got it has got something to play with. Do we want more here? I'm going to try and restrain myself. It's not easy, so do we want a matching label on here? No, not matching. Did that rabbit get in there? This is a magic rabbit. It goes in one place and comes out another. Looks nice on that label though. Perhaps one of these. No, I'm not feeling the green with that. No. Oh. So what other choices did I have label wise? No, they're all too bright. I'm wanting maybe I do want one of those green ones but cut down. You know, so there isn't really the green, so much of the green on it. That's nice, it's got a lovely little number stamped on the bottom. So let's go for that one and see. And I'll just put it away again as a lozenge shaped label if I don't like it when I've trimmed it. Nothing lost. No, it's too much, but I do have the same labels smaller. So bear with me a second while I locate them. They weren't in the back, were they? No. Oh, there's those lovely labels as well. Right, stop changing your mind all the time. And find what you were looking for. Well, if I can't, then I'll change my mind. If I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh, they were smaller. Let's have a look. That one definitely is. So maybe I need to print those out in the smaller version again. Oh, there's a few. Not many. There we go. You're all the bigger ones. Okay. I still don't know if this is what I want, but that's nice. That might just go right into the background because it's a very plain centre with a piece of vintage tape just on it. Where though? Because I've got these lovely bunny rabbits down here. I don't want to. There would do. Do I like it? Do I like it? I don't like it. It's just not right. So I want something there, I think, but I don't know what. I don't know what yet. It'll have to come to me. Maybe it'll be one of those stones. Okay. That's the flower fairy, the Bluebell flower fairy. So again, this is going to be a lovely page for journaling on. We just need a bit of something. Maybe a plainer label. Oops. Don't throw them, Denise. Plainer label at the top. Something like that. Let's see what other. Oh, there's a bluey one. Yeah, blue. Where? I was going to say, where's my little rabbit? Little bunny rabbit. Yeah, I think so. He's got a little bit of white round him, but I'm going to leave him. I'm not going to ink him. I don't want to dirty his fur. I just think he looks better with the white rounds than he would with the grungy. With these pastel-y. Just seen a bit of white there, look. Pastel-y labels. Which are not so much grungy. Yep, let's just have him on there. Looks like he's hopped off one of the other pages full of rabbits. He's gone for a bit of me time. All alone. Like Simba did. Love that little blue rose there. Right, these wanted some pull things on them. Is that enough there? Yes, I'm going to. Less is more. What did I say I might put on those? I said a bit of lace, didn't I? That really needs to be that way for it to. Oh, I said I was going to try and make that bigger because they're very tricky to. I don't think I'll be able to get it in though. I don't think I'll be able to get anything in there. You have to actually put your finger in. Yeah, not very user friendly. I think I might need to make the cards quite a bit smaller. Otherwise we're going to end up with a either a torn or a wobbly pocket. So let's just take a tiny bit off each side. And then I'm thinking if we also round the bottom, that just might help it in as well. Let's try that. I've got animals running all over my desk, like Beatrix Potter when she was writing. Have you seen the film, Miss Potter? Great film. Yeah. I think I'm just going to, yeah, I'll just make them smaller and leave them without a tab. I think because I don't want to make the bulk any more around the bottoms. Of course I could put tickets and things on those, but I think I'll put some in the envelope and let whoever, oops, birdie, whoever gets it, do that on there. So do we want something on here? You're pulling off there a little bit, aren't you? Right, I'll come back and stick that down again and put a weight on it and the page open when I've done. Oh dear. Okay, stop. So that's just to warn me how long I've been. Yeah, definitely thinking labels on here. And I'm using a lot of labels, but they're user friendly for when whoever owns a journal wants to actually use it. So a couple of matching ones I'm thinking. I've got a couple of triangles here. We haven't used any triangles, have we? Are they, what do you think? Oh, they look a bit like hinges. No. Good idea, but not what I want. Oh, there's some colourful ones. I like that blue one. I bet I've only got one blue one for some bizarre reason. I'll have used them elsewhere. Yes, I only have one blue one. How annoying. How very me. No, I'm not liking green. Buff. Not green. Two different coloured buff. That's quite nice, isn't it? I like that. I like those overlapping each other. So if we go with those, what will we have on the top? Maybe one with a... What about that? I think so. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't, because I've pulled you in, haven't I, close? But my desk is getting pretty chaotic. I don't dislike it, but it's getting harder to find things. So like I say, these ones are from Nanine's side of the kit. And the links to the kits are in my description, and if for any reason they don't work, I know sometimes links stop working, the links to Nanine and Tania are both there as well, and if you go into their link trees, you'll find all their Etsy shops, their channels and everything. If you're looking for these, and like I say, this has been a design team project, and there's been quite a few ladies, including Tania, working on it. So if you go into Tania's YouTube channel, she'll have a playlist with everybody's work. Yeah, that needs a bit of yeah, and that needs a bit of securing, so I need to do something there before I do the flip through and move it on. Have we got time just to... Yeah, we've got time to put something on here. So I'm looking for the little... these. The one thing that's back up where it should be. These little bits of ephemera. You probably can't see now because... Although we've got all these bits on here, haven't we? So maybe we don't. She might need to go somewhere. I haven't got her in anywhere. Ticket. No. No. Oh, the butterfly's nice. I've got a ticket that's not from... That's quite nice, isn't it? That's not from here. Looks like a tuck, but isn't. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. And just... Oops, a little bit of ink on here. Just a little bit. So a slanty one. Whoops. Yes, I know, my phone's telling me. Come on, you're out of time. So it'll take a bit of a bit far over with that. A bit of uploading now, won't it? I'm pretty sure Tania's actually working on one of her Bluebell Woods projects at the minute, so there'll be that to look at as well. And she's lovely on there, isn't she, because she's got all that blue, but we're a bit full on. Just in this little teeny tiny Bluebell image in here. It's not really going to need much at all, this page, because of what's going on next to it. quite like that down at the bottom, and I think I'm just going to just put it there, because if it's offensive to whoever owns a journal, it's very easy cover-uppable. Would I like it tag shaped? I think I might. There she goes. Yeah, that's nice. A bit different. Yeah. Kind of complements that blue butterfly there, doesn't it? Which isn't surprising, seeing as it's all in the one kit, and that's what the ladies do so well. Yeah, like that a lot. Time. Oh, yep, it's time. So how many more pages have I got? Oh, I think I might be done. I think this is the last one. Yes. So what do you think we might put on there before? No, I don't think I'm going to rush it, because I want to have a little think, especially seeing as it's my last one. My last page to decorate, so it will be a surprise on the flip through. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, as always. Like I say, this is the last working day on this, working day on film. I will excuse me, I'm dry, ready for a cuppa. Oh yeah, it's nice. Yeah, like it. I will, and a little bit of billing. I'll do a flip through so you'll get to see everything, but before that, you know, I'll go through and stick any little tiny bits, and that's worked really well down that are stuck up. Okay, so yeah, the flip through may or may not be up today, I don't know, depends when I get back to it. I'm definitely dry, but yeah, it will be there soon, and then once I've done the flip through, it will be up on Etsy. Okay, have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.